Hello guys, as you may have already noticed, I am rebooting my channel. You've probably noticed that I've changed my background, my profile picture, or you probably have not noticed because, well, I have no subscribers yet. But don't worry, you will remember it this day. However, I decided to do a positive review of a game that I think it's really good instead of like making fun of a bad game. Uh, well, we're gonna do it, but later on in the channel. So let's defend Risen because it had quite a bad reputation, and this game deserves to be defended. Actually, I really enjoyed it. So let's see, is Risen worth it? Hey guys, don't watch him. He's insane. Who wants some videos? So the game opens up with this cutscene where you are a guy on a boat and there's this storm going on, and your boat crashes in the rocks and you're stranded on an island with a girl. So the way the game starts, you actually might think you're actually playing uh, probably a survival game, and that's not entirely false. I mean, you actually have to do a lot of the stuff you're doing in survival games in this one. Like, you have to collect berries, you have to cook your meat before eating it. Like, no one eats raw meat, right? So you also have to cook some stuff. And later on in the game you will get recipes for cooking, for example. You can also get recipes for health potions, mana potions, and this is a really cool detail because you actually can see the ingredients of a health potion, and you can actually imagine how a health potion tastes, and that's amazing. I mean, you can almost feel the alcohol and of the wine and this bittersweet taste of a healing herb combining, and it's just awesome. So Risen is filled to the brim with these details, and that's what makes the game so great. It actually puts you in this world and you start living by its rules. For example, to sleep, that's one of the ways to heal, by the way. You actually have to have a house. You can buy one, or you can do some quests, and then people will give you houses or rooms or just a bed to sleep at night, and that's really cool. The other way is to actually sneak into someone's house and sleep the night, and this is like in real life. This is really cool. The cool thing is that the whole game is that realistic. You can just learn how to fight with a sword or with an axe or with a bow, or you can even learn alchemy, so you can prepare potions and magic and rune scrolls, and this is really awesome. But actually, some people who are teachers, like trainers I would call them, they sometimes may refuse to actually teach you. But don't worry, here's where the freedom comes. You can be a total bitch and just steal valuable stuff right under their nose without them actually seeing you, and this is really awesome.
Can you teach me about alchemy?
I won't waste my art on just anyone.
I'm not just anyone.
I only teach people who have a basic proficiency in alchemy.
Okay. Bitch. Like, there's a saying, like, a freedom is when you can steal everything that is not nailed down. And in this game you can steal stuff that's even nailed down. This is really cool. Also, the combat is a big part of the game, but it's as big of a part as you let it to be. What I mean is, you can skip combat entirely by using spell scrolls. Or you can become a mage and just use the spells without wasting paper, or scrolls as they call it in this game.
Killing's too good for them. I hate these things.
Hasta la vista, baby.
You think that's the reason they teach magic? Yes.
And this is really cool because combat is actually my only complaint about the game, and not because it's bad, but because no one actually cared to make a proper tutorial, because this combat in Risen, it's timing based combat and no one tells you that. And I got my ass handed to me right in the beginning of the game, and like 2 or 3 hours in they kicked my ass. But you actually can kick their ass back. You can have a revenge with knowing that the combat is actually timing based. So, and let's go to the story. The story is presented really cool because you must do all the menial tasks and like gradually uh, step into the adventure. What I mean is that with the same passion, you must do like menial tasks. For example, mopping the floor, getting your face washed, eating food, preparing some food. You must do this with the exact same passion as you're going to slay giant monsters later on in the game, and that's what makes it so realistic. I just love Risen. It's an amazing game. I can't even make laugh of it. I mean, it's fun as most open world games are, but I just it's so good. You have to try it for yourself. And of course, this is the PC version. As you've probably noticed, it looks great, by the way, with awesome draw distances, awesome effects. It's just awesome looking game. But this is the PC version. The Xbox 360 version just sucks. Don't bother with it. Even if you have an Xbox and your PC is like less powerful, get it on PC. So you've probably heard like the music, or you may have not. So Risen has also an amazing soundtrack. You know, this is probably the first game I've ever played, and believe me, I've played a lot of games. There are a lot of games. There are hundreds of them, and and this is the first game that actually made me want to just sit in this virtual world and listen to its beautiful soundtrack. It's so good. So I don't want to drag on this review, so I'm just gonna say that this is a real RPG. There are really few of them, and this includes Risen, it includes Gothic. These games are the definition of a role-playing open world game. You really take the role of your character, and I really hate when uh, nowadays we call role-playing games like Fallout 4 or Witcher, which this is not even, I mean, they're so automatic and you don't have to do anything in these games. Like, for example, can you sell weed in The Witcher or in Fallout? Can you be a drug dealer? Yes, you can do this in Risen. Or can you cook some gross stuff? You can actually take recipes for some food that's actually disgusting. Can you do this? No. You can't even jump off a cliff like say in The Witcher. In this game you can. You can do everything you do in real life. It's really hard to just talk non-stop for like 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna bore you anymore. If you're still watching, man, you deserve a medal because there are no jokes. There is no nothing in this review. Simply because the game is so good, I just don't want to do jokes of it. So overall, my review of Risen is this is a great game that is really underrated, and you have to play it for yourself. You can find it right now in GOG.com. It's really cheap. That's where my copy is from. And yeah, that's basically my review. So it's a first review, so don't hate on it that much. I mean, like, it's a first review. Just please, people, spare me, please. So what else? Well, buy the game, play the game, subscribe to my channel, of course. You probably did it already. So that's my review. So I'm planning of doing a series of reviews, like probably on some games that are not so good, so there could be some laughs around, or maybe I'm thinking about defending other games, but we'll. Hey guys, thank you for watching my review. He's lying. He's lying. Just run. Run for your lives. Run while you still can.